guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So, welcome back to um, the Deacon Walk, the Deacon Walk, whatever you want to say it. I actually did my video transitioning from Aries Deacon 2 to Aries Deacon 3 yesterday. And then Marlena Teresa did her video today with another tarot spread. So I'm here to do the tarot spread. And I actually printed off. I think I'm gonna make them into like a. I didn't print it in color. It's the black and white. What it looks like in black and white. But I might do a whole notebook. Every time she does one, add it to it. So it kind of can help also mark my year as we go through this year. But we are in Aries 3, Venus and Aries. So we are in it's the Four of Wands, that corresponds to Aries, this particular deacon that started today to the 30th or 31st, 29th, something like that. And then the two majors that represent the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands represents Venus and Aries. Venus is the Empress, and of course Aries represents the Emperor. So that's our three cards, and this spread says to leave them out. And I, of course, I'm using my borderless centennial for that part, and then this is the journey of the sacred bee. I've been using it for all my spreads. I do feel like I might switch it up when we get to the next zodiac sign, which I believe is Taurus. After this 10 days. So I might switch it up, and who knows? We'll see. Just want to kind of throw that out there in case I do switch over. You're prepared. But I've been loving working with the Journey of the Sacred Bee. It is more thought-based, which is why I thought it would be perfect for this. The two together have been great. So I may stick with it. I may throw in some every now and then, show another card. Who knows? We've got just the beginning of the year to go, that we've started. So who knows where we're going to wind up. But anyway, it says on here, lay out your decan card with the corresponding majors on either side. And I've done that here. And then this card is for 1 and 2. What are my Empress qualities? 3 and 4 are what are my Emperor qualities. And number 5, what completes me for the Four of Wands. I did do kind of a meditation and pull the cards. I have not looked at them. So here we go. So for number 1 and 2, what are my Empress qualities? Oh my gosh. I have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And as these two cards represent me to a T, which throws in your mind a certain question. What does the Empress look like to you? Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith, she's very sweet, she's very fertile, but Empresses take on many forms, and that just rocked my world just now, because the 5 of Wands is my forever stalker card. I've been saying that for like 3 years now. I pull it all the time. I've been pulling it since I started my tarot journey all the time. The Queen of Swords is the card I resonate with the most in the tarot. And I just find that interesting that that's the two that pulled out when I said, what are my Empress qualities? So my inner Empress is this battle weary, take no prisoners, kind of energy, and this inner conflict about doing it. I totally see that. That totally makes sense for me as my inner Empress. That totally makes sense. And the 5 of Wands here, the key word is strife. Because, and it harkens back to my light seers with the Queen of Swords and she's got her heart locked in a box. The Queen of Swords, and then the Triumph de la Luna, even the illustrated Pips edition. She is so battle worn. Her clothes are ripped. Her hair is falling out of the bun. A lot of people don't give her credit where credit is due. The Five of Swords has been through the shit. She has been down and out. She's been down in the mud. She's so battle weary. In order to not fall to pieces, she has to lock her heart away. She has to distance herself. She has to disconnect herself sometimes. And that can leave her seemingly cold and impersonal, when in actuality, there's this inner conflict always firing within her that says, if I don't break away from this, if I don't distance myself emotionally, I'm going to fall to pieces. And that's not good for anybody, because I'm the Queen of Swords. I have all the balls juggling in the air. I have to keep them in the air. And in order for me to do that, I have to distance myself. And that is exactly how I see myself. There couldn't have been any two better cards to come up with this particular. And the question doesn't say, and I'll show it to you here, what are my Empress qualities? So it's not what is the qualities of the Empress. It's my inner Empress is how I'm choosing to look at this. And those two cards are fabulous. That sums me up to a T. Wow. That's crazy. This deck loves me. It knows me so well. And for a deck that I was never going to buy, look how stunning it is. I mean, come on. Come on. So, for question 3 and 4, what are my Emperor qualities? Not what is the Emperor's qualities. What are my Emperor? So, what's my inner Emperor qualities? Okay. Oh, my God. So, already, we got the Eight of Discs, and we got the Lovers, which is insane. Hold on a second. I gotta let my dog out. I swear, every time it's nice weather, as soon as I sit down and do a video, she wants outside. But, yeah, it's 70 degrees, and it's almost 10 o'clock at night. That's insane. We've had the craziest, most curious weather this whole year or so. Anyway, back to the video. So we have the Lovers card, and we have the Eight of Discs, which is Mastery, and that's Virgo and Sun. And I've talked about this in my first second video I did. The Eight of Discs is the card that represents Virgo and Sun, which falls under my birthday. So I fall under, which is actually Virgo Deacon 1, which is this card. So the fact that it pops up here at all blows my mind. And then we got the Lovers card, which to me, it almost looks like the same person being split, maybe into two personalities, or the feminine and the masculine energy of this person. The Lovers card to me is all about, it can be about another person, but I went on, I think the first year I started doing tarot, the Lovers card was my card of the year. And I dove deep into it hardcore. And I came out of it realizing the Lovers card isn't always about you and somebody else. A lot of the times it's about self-love, self-protection. And here I talk about this again with the Queen of Swords. With this, she's got her heart locked away because she's self-protecting. So she doesn't shatter into a million pieces. And I just find it interesting that the Four of Wands is a marriage of these two energies, this masculine, this feminine, this Empress, the nurturer, the Emperor, the father. And I totally feel that here as well, where the Empress isn't this sweet little, the Empress almost has the more masculine energy, while the Emperor has the more feminine energy, if that makes any sense. They kind of switched in my reality. Which, again, to me makes total sense. And that's quite interesting. So I see it as the Lovers card as a more self-protect, self-love, self-care. And then, of course, the Eight of Discs is all about mastery, all about the conquering. Again, with the Emperor. That's super fascinating. That's very, very interesting. So the last one, number 5, what completes me? Oh my God. Okay. Somebody up there is playing with me. We got the 5 of discs. So we got the 5 of wands and the 5 of discs. My 2 main ever of all time stalker cards. The 5 of disc is inherently a negative card. It's one of those cards that it's very depressing normally. This deck, this particular 5 of disc, was the first card I ever saw where I'm like, what? The door is open. The door is open. And as soon as I saw that, the door was open, my mind exploded with this new knowledge of this particular card. And I'm like, what is happening? That's why I love, love, love this deck. It's my forever Emperor, Hierophant, Teacher. I love it because of this card. The 5 of disc is all about its keyword is worry, which is true. I am a worry word. And when something does finally complete itself, which is also another word for the 4 of wands, which is what we're going back to here, it does take the worry off my mind, but I'm always in worry mode. But the 5 of disc is always one of those cards where you feel left out in the cold, or you are left out in the cold, and or the door is shut to you. And just the fact that this particular card has a door open and the bee is actually going inside is like, the door isn't locked to you. That's a mindset you have that maybe you're not good enough, or you're not special enough, or you're not pretty enough. That to me is what the 5 of disc worry comes from. It's like a little virus that creaks into your mind and starts taking root, and you're like, yeah, I'm not pretty enough, or no, I'm not good enough for him, or I'm not smart enough for this job. And you sabotage yourself because of the self-talk. And the 5 of disc in this deck was like, forget all that. Go through the door. That's all you have to do is go through the door. Nothing is keeping you from the door but you. And I was like, what? So for that to be the card here, that is what completes me. Wow. Just wow. Insane, this spread. So let me go ahead and read to you guys what it says on these 2 cards here in the book. And they're just little blurbs on the minors. 5 of wands, if I can find them. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. 5 of wands, strife, Saturn in Leo, and I love how it gives you the descriptions of the zodiac sign with the moon, with the planet. Competition and banter, facing some mild opposition, conflict, disharmony, and trying to get the upper hand or in front of a project. And I am one of those people that I'm very competitive. That's why no one wants to play games with me ever. Because I'm also a rule person. If I see somebody breaking the rules, I'm like, I throw a fit. And that's part of why, I'm one of those people that when I'm coloring, I have to stay inside the lines. I'm also one of those people when I'm coloring, if I know what color it's supposed to be, I'm going to make it that color. I'm not making it some crazy, insane color, which is funny because I'm a very crazy, inventive, intuitive writer. But when it comes to physical world, and again, we're here with the physical, I'm very, this is how it's supposed to be. So this is how it needs to be. And if something's off from that, it kind of sticks in my craw. It's an irritation. Which is why I think part of also why the 5 of wands follows me around. So we have the Queen of Swords here, too. Let me see what that says. Queen of Swords, Water of Air. And isn't that a stunning, stunning card? I mean, just stunning. Stern but fair, a visionary person who is in control of emotions and therefore is often labeled as cold-hearted. Their sense of fairness makes them a good mediator, and I am a good mediator. Like, people come to me with their problems all the time, and I'm like, I am detached enough, like I said earlier, that I can give them all sides of the spectrum of all different sides of the advice and just let them, here's what I would do with this or this or this. They don't ever listen, but that's besides the point. So then we have the Lovers. I'm almost out of time here. A commitment to taking something to the next level and respecting what comes with that choice. Great love brings about great compromise. Zion means sword in Hebrew. A double-edged sword can cut away that which is not needed, and it can also protect. So it is almost like she's being split into two. Expect the need to make choices to protect great love. Learn more about yourself by allowing yourself to be intimate with another person or with yourself. Sometimes we're uncomfortable with that as well with ourselves, and I know I am, so it makes total sense for me. Again, 8 of Disc. That's my dog wanting out, or wanting back in. 8 of Disc, Mastery, Sun, and Virgo. Being meticulous and becoming adept at a skill or process. Redundant task paying off. Perfectionism. Focusing on great craftsmanship. And of course, that's the epitome of a Virgo. Hold on a second. Okay. And then we have the last card, 5 of Disc. Worry, Mercury, and Taurus. So we're going to be seeing more of this card soon. Loss of security, a sense of abandonment, alienation, scarcity mentality. See, that's what always gets me, is the scarcity mentality. Failure to recognize resources available to you. So again, we are failing to see that the door is not locked. In fact, here it's open. All you got to do is step through. And it's by stepping through that door, to me, you're changing that mindset. This was amazing. I don't know what else to say. It was awesome. So, this was an amazing, amazing spread. Marlena tries to keep it up because the spreads you're coming up with are awesome. I don't know if you're coming up with these yourself or if you're getting them from somewhere. Either way, they're amazing. And they rock my world every time I do one. It just blows my mind at how deep down the rabbit hole I've gotten with this spread, with this whole deck and walk. It's crazy. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.